Okay. Okay.
Hey guys, we are live with Cooking with Connie, and we're going to take a shop today. So I usually start my shopping excursions in the produce section. Look how gorgeous it looks this morning, all the colors. You're going to end up with lots of nutrients here. And everybody says that eating healthy is too expensive, but let me show you something, okay? So I like to get a head of bok choy. $3, guys. It's under $3. I got a bag of Brussels sprouts, chop those up into my thing. Again, $3. All right. A bag of chips, a big bag of Lay's chips is $5. So do the comparison and see where you're going to get healthy here. So the bok choy that I usually will buy, you can get your broccoli here if you want to. I like to buy mine chopped. I don't like to, I chop a lot of stuff, but broccoli I don't care to chop, so I usually will buy the bag broccoli. Come on down here. We've got beautiful eggplant, all the huge bag of carrots here. $4, guys. All right, that's not expensive. So to eat healthy is not expensive. You just got to shop around and make sure you get the best bargain. Now, when you're looking at lettuce, we want to make sure that we get romaine lettuce, and that's going to be some of your healthier lettuce, or some of your darker, like your kales and things like that. Your iceberg is not going to have a lot of nutrients in it, so try to stick with those things when you're making your salads. That way you're going to have more bang for your buck for nutrition value. You got mushrooms; those are kind of superfoods. Those are great to add to anything. And then, you know, I find I usually do buy my spinach in these containers. They seem to last longer that way. Just watch your dates on them. Make sure you're not the dates because they will go bad. I do like to buy my lettuce in cans versus the bags because the bags tend to last longer that way. So again, try to get the value while you're shopping so that you're not wasting a lot of money. Come on down here. Got some good. I really like these. They usually have one that's just, I think, oh yeah, here it is. This one is just avocado. I have trouble picking a good avocado, so sometimes I'll get these. I can throw them in the freezer. These are great to go with smoothies. And this is just smashed up avocado. So it gives me about a half an avocado that I can throw in a smoothie. And it's a good way to store them. So this is where I get my, I like to get my broccoli off. Get a big bag of this broccoli. Put in my stuff again. I watch the dates to make sure that I'm not too close to the date. But that's like $6 for that big bag of broccoli. Again, Lay's potato chips, the big bag is $5. So you tell me where you're going to get the values for nutritional value. All right, we're going to go across this way, and you can see we got all kinds of vegetables, fruits here. Where I'm going to take you to next is the cheese section, where my Shaker Claim people. This is hard to walk and talk at the same time. I'm going to show you where you can find goat cheese and sheep cheese. All right. So this over here, we have a lot of different kinds of cheeses, but this is the sheep cheese that we use a lot in our recipes. That's good for our Shaker Claim people. And then here you have a couple of different kinds of goat cheese. Now, goat cheese is a softer cheese usually. So this, again, we use this in a lot of our recipes. So this is a good way for our Shaker Claim to get their goat and their sheep cheese. And just look at your local stores and see what they have there. Now we're staying away from the bakery section because we're not going to find our health there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the meat section. So if you shop around the outer perimeter of the store, you're going to find healthier options. So we're going to where I go usually because I always buy salmon and I buy yellowfin tuna. Those are two really healthy seafoods that you can get that are not high on that mercury list. But the big thing you want to do is you want to make sure that with the salmon and the tuna that you get what is called wild caught. All right, you don't want the farm raised. So if you look at this one, this is a wild caught, and then you look at the other one, you can tell the difference in the color. All right, so this one has a much richer color than this, and it has more nutritional value. So always wild caught. Here's the yellowfin tuna. So I usually buy that. That's kind of my lunch thing, that with vegetables, so I like that. Then we're going to come down and we see all these different cuts of meat. Just try to make sure that you're picking things that are, lean as far as the meat and stuff goes. And make sure that a lot of times my husband, he always looks for the big deals. So he's always looking for things that are on sale because they're close to the day and white. So this is going to be what we want versus just ground turkey. So see the difference? All right, so you're going to get more of your dark meat stuff like in this. This is going to be a leaner cut. So when you're really trying to watch the fats and stuff, that's the way you want to go. Now, not to say that you couldn't use this, that's fine, but this is going to be a healthier option for you. All right, we've got all kinds of different kinds of chicken breasts here. I do like to buy these, and again, this is one of those things my husband watches for on sale, and he always stocks up, keeps them in the freezer, and then when we're ready for it, we can use them, but we can save money that way. Buying your chicken with the bones in it is another good way to save money because you get a little bit more bang for your buck versus cost. Oh, I guess they're out of chicken feet. But I was going to show you, I do bone broth and I use chicken feet, and usually they have them down here, but I must have bought the last bag of chicken feet the last time. So, anyway, we're going to keep on walking, and I'm going to show you a smoked sausage that I really like. Yep, good thing that's up here. So it's called Adele's. It's a chicken apple sausage. It's got really clean ingredients in it, and so this is one that I really like to use if you're trying to cut the sugars. Actually got pineapple and apples in it to sweeten it rather than sugar.
Shape.
Oh, and it is shape approved, according to me anyway. So we're going to go down. See, this is a section I'm going to get a lot out of because you got a lot of process there. So we're just going to keep going. We're going to get down. But the outer perimeter of the store is really where you want to shop because you're going to find more healthy stuff on the outer aisle than you will during going down the aisles of the store. We're going to go down a few choice aisles and I'm going to show you some things that I usually like to do. I usually try to always keep cheese. Barb likes to do block cheese. She likes to grate her own cheese. So there's all different kinds of those that you can do. Come back to your eggs are a great way to get protein and all kinds of nutrients in. Got our dairy section. We've got different kinds of non-dairy things. I usually try to keep some heavy whipping cream on in because there's a lot of my recipes that I use that in. You get your almond milk, just when you're looking at that, make sure you try to find the ones that don't have the sugar in it. Alright? So just all different kinds of great stuff. This way. Now our next section, we're going to get into the yogurt. That's another good way to get your protein in. It's also a good way to get that calcium in. One of the brands I really like is Mage. I don't know for sure that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And this one right here, if you look at it, it's really simple ingredients because it's just got your skim milk and your culture. So you can't get more simple than that in yogurt, okay? So that's what we want to look at whenever we're looking at ingredients. How many ingredients are in it, and do you know what it is? Because if you don't, it's probably not food. All right, so there's all different kinds of things in here too. I do like some of the yogurts that are the zero ones that are they're sweet with stevia, so the Okios is good. The Too Good is also a pretty good quality if you're looking for something similar. But really, your best bet is to buy the plain larger containers of yogurt and then just add your fruit to it. That's really the better way to go. We've got some good quality Daisy's about your best sour cream because again, when you look at ingredients on a Daisy sour cream, cultured cream, that's it. All right, one ingredient. How much? You can't get much better than that. So, but when you look at some of the other ones, you're going to see a whole list of ingredients in it. So that's what you're looking for when you're looking at those things. You got your butter section here. All right, we're going to go over to. I don't do a lot of this section here because I want to show you where I find my method of that. So we're going to avoid all the cookies and stuff. Now, here's some of your simple mills. Remember, we use these in some of our stuff. So these are product right here. They use a lot of almond flours. They're gluten-free. The sugar that they use is coconut sugar. So those are a good option for people. If you lot of recipes. I also use them as my salty, crunchy thing. All right. So I can buy a big box of Nut Bits for the same price I can buy a big bag of Lay's potato chips. All right. But I'm going to end up with a lot better quality here. This is gluten-free, rice flour, almonds, potato starch, safflower. It only has 55 milligrams of sodium. So if you're on a low sodium diet, this would be another good option for you too.
Oh.
Oh, and then again, we've got more of the Simple Mills. Here's your Simple Mills crackers right here. So again, those are another good option for people who are looking for something that's a little bit healthier to eat. I do like some of the nut meats over here, like the keto chocolate trout mix. I like this one. And it basically just has doesn't really have a whole lot of anything in it extra. So it's got almonds, peanuts, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and then it's got some dark chocolate in there. And they're in individual package, which helps you to kind of help your serving size. So that's one of my favorite right there that I keep as mine. I like to put that in my oatmeal when I get my oatmeal in the morning. So, all right, we're going to go down next to the baking aisle so we can kind of show you the different oils that we like to use and some of the sweeteners and stuff that are available. So let's keep walking. Remember, like I said, a lot of this stuff, you know, don't you go down those aisles because you're just going to be tempted with things that you probably don't go to. Now this one is kind of a dangerous aisle because there's lots of things on it, but we got to stay focused. Make a list, okay? So when we come down this aisle, we want to stay away from the sugar. All right, but we do have one of those. Down here. So we've got, here's some golden monk fruit blend. Here's some monk fruit sweetener. Those are good. We've got, here's Sweetie in the Raw. I like this one. I like the Pure. That seems to be a pretty good one. But read your labels so you can decide which ones you like the best. Apple cider vinegar, a lot of people like to use that. And when I make bone broth, I always put that in there. So that's something I always keep on hand. You come down here to the oils, all right? Now, I like to buy my olive oil in a glass container. You don't necessarily have to. If it's cheaper to buy it in plastic and that's what you can afford, go for that. But I like a glass bottle, so I kind of, this one I buy a lot. But I just look at the prices and then just kind of decide from there what I'm going to do. And then the next one I like is avocado oil. So we use a lot of avocado oil. It's great for when you're baking things because it doesn't have the flavor. It has a high heat point, so it's a really safe oil to be using. So we do that. Let's go down here a little further and we'll get into coconut oils. All right. Now coconut oil, as you can see, when it's a room temperature, it's hard. It's white. Okay. So, but the interesting thing about it, it has a 70-degree melting point. So if you're in a warm kitchen, that might be more liquid, all right? So in the wintertime, mine is solid, but in the summertime, mine is kind of liquidy on my counter. So that's the nice thing about coconut oil is it's got that low melting point, and it's really been shown in a lot of studies to be very beneficial to use it. So I do like the coconut oil. Here you've got ghee. Ghee is just a purified butter, all right? So they take I don't remember, they take part of the butter out. So this just is a little bit healthier butter fat. So a lot of people like to use that. When you're looking at sprays, again, stay with things like the olive oil or I'm trying to look for the other ones I like. There's coconut oil and there's avocado oil. So try to stay with something like that when you're looking at your sprays rather than just your original stuff.
Come up and jump on, tell us hi and where they're from.
Okay, if you want to say hi to us and let us know where you're coming from while you're listening. And I tell you what, guys, we are really trying, we're getting close to 500 subscribers. So if you've not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. It's Cooking with Connie. We focus on gluten-free and sugar-free and try to get people healthier, trying to get rid of the sugar and get some of those things. And we teach people how to put together whole foods to make delicious recipes. So we've got quite a few recipes up there. And if you just want to subscribe so you don't miss what we've got coming next. This is our first live YouTube, so we're not sure what we're doing, but hopefully you'll enjoy some of the information we're providing for you today. All right, so we're going to go down this section here. And the big thing I wanted to show you, we've done a lot of recipes with coconut. All right, so everybody thinks of coconut and they think of that sugary stuff. So you do have sweetened coconut, but right here you have unsweetened coconut. So when we use coconut in our recipes, this is what we're going to use, is the unsweetened coconut. We don't need to add that sugar to coconut. We can get it. This is also the place that I always tell my people, come get your nuts here, all right? Because when you get your nuts here, they don't have anything added to them. And then you can roast them. We've got a recipe on there, how to do like a cinnamon glaze, how to do dark chocolate. So this is a really good way to get your nuts and then prepare them the way you want to so that you can control what has been done to them, all right? So they do have some of the sugar-free chocolates here. So they have this brand, it's Baked Believe, and then they have Lily's, and they have different flavors of that. And these are okay to use. I often will use the Chalk Zero just because I like that brand, but you have to order that online. But if you're at the store and you're wanting to do something with your sugar-free chocolates, there they are, all right? Then we come down here and we're gonna define all this different kinds of milk. Now, we have a recipe for sweet condensed milk, so we're not gonna do this, we're gonna make our own. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a dry milk. So you got your dry powdered milk. I also usually will order coconut milk. I use a lot of times with it, but you can use that. You get your avocado oil there. You use your sweetener and a little hot water, and guess what? Voila, you've got sweet condensed milk, and then you don't have all the sugar added to it. So that works well with a lot of recipes that we do. All right, so I think I want to take you to the freezer section because some of the freezer section is a good choice, and some of it not so much. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to go to the frozen vegetables. All right. So a lot of times we don't have, well, we don't use our stuff quick enough, so we don't want to do fresh stuff. So sometimes frozen. The one thing that I always try to keep on hand for frozen vegetables is frozen rice cauliflower. I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Now, there's a lot of different blends in here. I usually just get the plain and then I make my own. So here is the Great Value brand, $2.17, and $2.47, that's the green tie cream. But I always keep that on hand because I use it in so many recipes and it's so versatile. So I think that's a really good way to do that. Anything else you can think of that we need to look at? Because I think we kind of went through a lot of the stuff that we use when we're cooking. So this is what cooking with Connie, when she comes to the store, this is what she shops for. This is usually what you're going to find in her shopping cart. So, you know what? We're going to go out to Barb's house. We're going to do some cooking up. And next week you'll see a brand new recipe. And it is going to be a good one. So, like, share, subscribe, and we hope to see you soon. And maybe we'll do some more of these lives if you like it well enough. See you later.